to do shameful things with it. But at that moment, Homer accidentally discovered that this blanket had prophesied what he had just done. Even what he intended to do had been foretold by the blanket.
Okay.
That was the first time I knew anguish and fear.
Following the prophecy on the blanket, Homer sold it to a Persian merchant in exchange for many precious jewels.
Have taken our gold and jewels and given us this faded cloth.
That's right, and if anyone asks who swindled you, it was Christians. Remember that name? Christians.
The Persian merchant who received the blanket presented it to the king. The blanket thus became a piece of the royal camp's tapestry. But the pleasure-seeking Persian king failed to notice the blanket's prophecy. This cruel monarch loved watching beautiful women perform magic tricks for him. The beauty gently removed the king's hat, then pulled a camel out of it, and then pulled the king himself out of the camel's mouth. Then she gently removed the king's hat, then pulled a camel out of it, and then pulled the king himself out of the camel's mouth. Then she gently removed the king's hat, then pulled a camel out of it, and then pulled the king himself out of the camel's mouth. But performing the same trick over and over felt rather boring. The king immediately ordered his subordinates to drag the beauty out and throw her into a deep pit. 500 girls had already been persecuted. The 501st girl was Lisa. Every day she told the king a story using shadow puppetry, but each time she only told the beginning, never the ending. In order to hear the complete story, the king had no choice but to keep postponing the date of Lisa's execution. When the king finally let his guard down around her, Lisa seized the opportunity to go to the pit and rescue the girls who had not yet been buried alive. Then she led the girls to storm the palace and killed the cruel king with her own hands. They then tore down the king's tent and distributed all the treasures he had collected among the girls. The prophetic blanket followed the girls' journey to Spain. It was first used as a blindfold for a condemned prisoner, then placed beneath the prisoner's body, and eventually ended up at the Vatican in Rome, becoming the brush in Michelangelo's hand. Together they completed the Sistine Chapel ceiling, a timeless masterpiece. Having fulfilled its purpose, the blanket lost its reason for existence and was carelessly